What's up, YouTube? This is Lindee Link, and today I am doing a Draw My Life. I've gotten a lot of requests for this, and I decided to do it for my 100,000 subscriber special. I am so excited that I have finally hit 100,000 subscribers. But I gotta warn you that I cannot draw to save my life. So these drawings are gonna be really bad, but hopefully you still get the picture. Alright, so we're gonna start with my parents. This is my mom, Mama Link. Her name is Sonia. And she lived in Abilene, Texas, where she met my dad. His name is Mark. And he was in the Air Force down in Abilene flying C-130s, and she was working at NBC, and they went to the same church and they fell in love. There's NBC, and there is my poor attempt at a C-130. That just does not even look like a plane at all. So the Air Force moved them out to Arkansas, middle of nowhere, where I was born. Most random place ever. That's little me, and I was bald. I had no hair, and now I've got a lot of hair, and I cried a lot. I was a colicky baby. They never let it go that I cried a lot. And then his job moved us up to Minnesota. I don't remember a whole lot about Minnesota because I was so young, but I remember it was very cold. And my little sister Lacey was born. Little redhead. And I remember being really confused. I guess I just didn't understand what it was to have a little sister. And I didn't understand what she was saying. And she was really loud, and I didn't know why she wouldn't stop crying. But we love each other. Then we moved down to Texas. My dad got a job at Delta. Wow, that is the state of Texas. Yes, it is. And then my little brother Marcus was born. And then shortly after that, my little sister Maddie was born. So there were 4 of us in a matter of like 6 years. Wow, Lindee, that is just really bad drawing. So I was the oldest of 4. I was in charge of everyone. I got to make the rules. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I always loved to sing. I sang a lot in church and at school. It was just something that I always really loved doing. And when I was little, I watched this show called Star Search all the time. I was obsessed with it, and I wanted to be on it so bad, to the point where I seriously sat there with a pencil and like wrote down the number and gave it to my mom, and I was like, "Mom, can you please call this number? Like, I want to be on this show." So we finally got an audition in Nashville, and I became a session singer on things like VeggieTales and Praise Baby, and there were various Disney projects and Kid Pix Hit Mix, and I loved it so much. I sang in the studio all the time. It was my favorite. I made so many friends. And then my dad's job took us to Georgia, and that is our car. That is, doesn't even look like a car. What is that, Lindee? So we moved to Georgia when I was about 10 years old. And it was my first time in public school, and I had a really hard time fitting in. I didn't really have a lot of friends. I kind of became really quiet and didn't really talk to many people. So I found that writing kind of became my outlet. I started writing songs, and I wrote my first song called New Kid in Town, which was about moving and being the new kid in town pretty much. And in 7th grade, middle school, I decided to homeschool, and I was going to sing, and I went to Nashville and I recorded my first album called New Kid in Town, and it was actually playing on Delta Airlines for a while, and Build-A-Bear and Kohl's Department Store, and I got to sing at so many cool places. I got to sing at Delta Airlines, and I got to open for Raven Simone and Mitchell Musso and Hot Shell Ray, and it was such a cool experience, and I was having so much fun. As much as I loved that, I decided when it got to high school that I was going to go back to school. And yes, that is a backpack. That does not even look like a backpack. But, so I went back to public high school, and I made a lot of really great friends. This time around, it was much better. One of my best friends, Julianne, I think she's been in a lot of my videos. And then my friend Maddie and Majine and Sarah and Lindsay and Victoria and Haley, and we call ourselves the Breakfast Club. Don't ask us why, because we've never even watched the movie, but for some reason we call ourselves that. And I'm still friends with them today. And then we got my dog, Buddy, and I was really excited about that because I love dogs, and he's a golden retriever, and he's like the best dog ever. I love him so much. Then I met Matty B. Raps. We both live here in Atlanta, and he kind of took me under his wing and started my whole YouTube channel with the price tag video. And really, I have him to thank for me even doing songs on YouTube. I didn't really know that doing covers was a thing until I met him. So he really got me started with that. And then the Minecraft community took me under their wing. So many people reached out to me and asked me to do Minecraft parodies for them, and I hadn't even heard of the game at first, and then I got really familiar with it, and the whole community was just so welcoming and so nice, and I just loved it so much. And because of that, so many opportunities have presented themselves. I've gotten to sing at Minecon and UCube, and I've gotten to meet so many linkers. It's been absolutely amazing. Then I finally graduated high school and decided to go to college in Nashville. And here's my guitar. It's not even what a guitar looks like, which is sad because I play. My roommate, her name is Aaliyah, is one of my very best friends. I love her so much. Perfect roommate. But again, the whole year I just felt like I didn't fit in. You know, my music was pop and everyone else was either country or hipster, and I just wasn't fitting in. So I decided I was going to take the next year off from school and focus on music. And I have been so much happier writing and recording my music. I just can't see myself doing anything else. I'm still on my journey and I still haven't found my path, but I'm getting there and I have hope. Just know that whenever you feel lost and unsure, you're not alone. I'm definitely right there with you. But you know, when one door closes, another door opens. So just don't stress and keep doing what you love, and the right path will eventually unfold itself for you. So keep having faith, and thank you so much for letting me do what I love to do.